Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my podcast. This is called Sloan Talks. Listen, you guys have been asking me for the longest to do a podcast. What am I going to talk about? I don't know. But, okay, towards the middle of last year, by the way, we are in January 2025, so Happy New Year to all of my friends and family. My name is Sloan. I do live stream personal shopping. And we're going to talk a little bit about what this new YouTube channel will become, okay? This is separate from Sloan Shops TV, which is another YouTube channel that I have where I do live stream personal shopping and I upload my replays of me shopping live in stores, okay? So you guys should definitely go and visit that. It will be linked down below in the description. So make sure you subscribe to that and watch those videos of my video replays of my live stream shopping experiences. But this one is going to be my podcast channel. It's called Sloan Talks. Make sure you subscribe here. I hope that you guys enjoy the content here. The first thing I want to get into, you guys, this is going to be, and if you have been following me on TikTok, you know this is kind of an episode 1, but I'm going to be I'm going to be speaking what I wrote. So I started back in, I think, April of last year, kind of like a series called Nailgate. And what that was basically me looking for the perfect nail tech and all of the things that, all of the occurrences, okay, that happen while looking for the perfect nail tech. And so I think what I'll do is I will start episode 1 from basically all the things that I wrote in my stories as part of Nailgate episode 1. Okay. It's like I transcribed it. I'm going to read and basically give a summary of what you guys have already heard on episode 1 in my stories of my TikTok. As I'm writing this, I don't know if TikTok will still exist, right? Right now, a judgment has not been ruled yet. Today is January, what? I don't know. 12th or something. And so I think we're expecting to hear a verdict on the 19th about what the Supreme Court wants to do with TikTok. If you are new, thank you so much for joining. TikTok is going through a little bit of trouble. Can I even say that on here? Can I say that word? The name of that app? I don't know. I guess we'll see. So we don't know the state of that. But since we don't know, here we are. Here we are on YouTube. Hopefully we'll create a space here. I do want to talk a little bit about that other website, that other app, but I don't think I'm going to do it now. I think that's going to be a totally different thing to talk about. Right now, we're talking about nails, okay? Only because today, you guys are living in the future. Today, I did record episode 4 of this. So now I'm going back to record episode 1 so that it's in order, okay? Because sis loves an order. So I have to do episode 1 first. Let's begin. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sloan Talks, Nailgate, season 1, episode 1. Okay, guys, basically a little bit of my background. I have been getting my nails done since I was a little girl, okay? My nana would take me to get my nails done when I was 13 or 14. She'd pick me up from my after-school program to get my nails done, and we'd go and get McDonald's or something, and then she'd take me back to after-school program. That's just literally, it brings nostalgia thinking about going to get my nails done. Oh my gosh, is that going to make me an emotional person? Am I going to cry? It brings back nostalgia thinking about the times I spent with my nana and going to get my nails done and how we would take our day to get ourselves pampered. So nails to me is dear to my heart. During the C word in 2020, I did spend a little bit of time, dabbling in my own nails. So I wanted to make press-ons. So I did a little bit of practicing making my own press-ons, thought of maybe selling those. I'm a creative person. So that was something that was fun for me to do during the C word in 2020 because I love being creative. And so I would get stones and make these designs, and they were trash. Listen, you should know your strong suit. And they were really ugly. So I didn't do that. But let's just say I love nails. So I spend a lot of my time in Nailville. You know what I'm saying? Anything nails, I love it. Let's talk about it now. So coming back into the scene of doing live stream personal shopping, I was I need to keep my nails, looking nice because my hand is being shown 100% of the time. By the way, on my shopping experiences, I don't show my face. I only show forward facing towards the product. It's not a selfie mode where I'm showing myself while I'm shopping. And it's also for the security of other people in the store. I do only show product. So it's just product in my hand. It's give it like QVC. Actually, QVC did switch it sometimes where they show it to people, but let's just say it's hands only, right? We're in hands only mode. Okay. So started getting my nails done. I went to look up a whole bunch of nail salons in my area, and I found one, and I was like, oh my gosh, this looks amazing. The price is right. Let's go there. So I ended up going, and of course, when you're a walk-in, they give you whoever they want, right? So I walked in, and they're like, here, take this person. I was like, sure, I'm so excited to be here. And I sat down, and I hated my nails. Everything about it. I had so much like cuticle. It wasn't like a strong shape. It was just trash. But I was like, you know what? That's fine. So I got my nails done. And then I went back because I needed to fill in. So I went back to the same place 2 weeks later. And I'm there with the guy that did my nails last time. And I'm like, well, I guess I have no option. So I'm getting my nails done by him a second time. And this lady turns to me and she's, well, first of all, this lady, I like to call her a bestie, okay? Because she had a Coach bag. And I was like, oh my gosh, your bag is so cute. And she's like, thank you. And I was like, we love Coach. I said we as if my besties were there with me, but really it was me by myself. But it's fine. She knew what I meant. I said, we love Coach. And then she's like, yeah, me too. Like, oh yeah, have you been to the outlet? So we're just talking about Coach. And she's like, you know, this guy, and she points to her nail tech. She's like, he's really good. And I go, really? And she's like, yeah, I've been with him for years. He's been through multiple divorces. And they start laughing. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, well, thank you. She's like, he does all these like gingerbread designs and he's really good at everything he does. I was like, what? I was like, I need that in my life. So I guess she could tell by like maybe the person I was sitting with that I wasn't really happy. So, how did I book with him? I guess I approached him and was like, are you accepting new clients? And he's like, yes. And I was like, I would love to get my nails done by you. I hear that you're like really good. And he's like, oh, thank you. So it's set up. My appointment's ready. I book it with him. I'm ready. 2 weeks or something for a fill-in. He goes in. He does my nail set. I think it looks good. I was like, all right, let's go. He struggled a lot with a lot. But he was very kind to me. And he was like, you know what? I'm going to do my best so that you can get whatever you want. And I was like, really? I was like, that's so sweet. Thank you. And he was like, yeah, I want you to be happy. So, I'll try my best. But there were simple things like he didn't have builder gel. I'm like, in the whole place, you don't have a builder gel? He's like, no, but I'm going to buy some. And I was like, oh, okay. So I'm just having patience with him. So I go back to him multiple times. He's a great person. He tries really hard. He really wants to please his clients. It's obvious, he's like personable. He likes laughing and joking and he's like really professional. He gets the job done. Okay. And then I was like, well, I'm really happy with it. So what I would do is if I'm sitting in his chair, there's a guy to the right and he'd have so many more clients coming into him. And I was like, wow, he must be popular. And then he would like put up these big old lights, like, like what are those called? The lights that you use for, live when you're like showing a video. I don't know what they're called. But anyway, it's like studio lighting. He would put that up and show people's hands. And I was like, oh, he's on Ticker. Don't know if I can say that, but he's on a website that is an app that you can stream videos on. And so I was like, wow, like he must be big time. So time goes on and my nail tech ends up, I guess, traveling. So basically, I go to my set appointment with him. So let's just say it's like June 3rd. I arrive on June 3rd and I'm like, okay, guys, I'm ready to get my nails done. And the owner's like, oh, he's not here. I was like, I'm sorry, what? And she's like, your nail tech is not here. He went back, to his country for a little bit. And I was like, oh, okay. And she's like, but I have someone else that can do it. So she pointed to the chair of the guy that's, to the right of where I always watch, the guy who's like the popular one that has, stadium lights up and stuff. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm with the lights, camera, action guy. That's great. So I was like, sure. So I sit in the lights, camera, action guy's chair and he's like, hey, how's it going? I was like, nice to meet you. And so he looks at the nail set that the previous guy did, which is my nail tech, and he shakes his head. And I was like, okay, well, I don't know. So he like starts to do the nails and he's like, I'm like, I just want to make sure that I get what I want. So I'm going to show you a picture. And then I was like, this is what it looks like. And he's like, okay. So when he finished his design, I realized, oh my gosh, because I think my nail tech is not good. Like this new nail tech, the lights, camera, action guy, he really is actually really good at what he's doing. Like his shape is on point. Like it's not bulky. Like everything about the nails are absolutely beautiful. And then I was like, okay, so now what do I do? Like, yes, I've built a relationship with the other guy. Yes, he's visiting, his country, so he won't be back for like 30 days. But I'm going to have to actually see him again. So what do I do? Do I go back to him? Do I move to the new nail tech? They're in the same salon, okay? And they sit behind each other. And I feel like they had so much like beef or weird kind of like vibes between them for him to like shake his head like and like like, what is it called? Like puff or whatever at his nail design. It was like, ugh, this guy, his clients suck. You know what I mean? Like, I felt like it was like attention, and it wasn't me, it was them. And so I was like, okay, let's see. If I decide to go with the new nail tech, I will be happy, right? Because the nail tech designs are perfection. I don't have to teach him anything. Or do I stay with the person who's more patient with me, who wants to learn and wants me to teach them? That was my original nail tech, the one that's, went to his country. I have to actually teach him. He's like willing to learn, but I'm also not a trained professional, right? I didn't study nail design. You know what I mean? Like, that's not like my thing. So I'm not in a place to teach a nail tech how to do something. So I was in a weird place. I was like, what do I do? Like, should I just show up to the new nail tech? And then if I see the old nail tech, be like, hey, how's it going? I just want to explain to you that it's nothing personal. It's more business. While you were on vacation, the owner of the salon sent me to him. And so now I want to stick with him. I don't know. That's kind of messy, you guys. That is kind of messy. So with all this being said, I would like to say that this will be episode 1 because I have more episodes to upload. But the question on this one is, right? Would you change nail techs at the same nail salon? Like, would you just walk in and be like, hey, thank you for doing my nails for all this time, but I'm going to move on to the guy right there behind you? You know what I'm saying? Is that not weird? And you just go sit in the chair? Or do you even say anything? Like, are you making it too personal? Should you just do what you have to do and then say hey to your nail tech as you walk by him and go sit in the other guy's chair? Honey, that's messy. You know what I'm saying? Comment below. What would you do? What would you do? Your nail tech is on vacation. The owner gave you a new nail tech. You like that nail tech better. What is your move? What move are you going to make? Comment below. Okay, guys, that is episode 1 of Sloan Talks. This is Nailgate episode 1. We're on season 1. Thank you so much for listening. I hope that you guys listen to episode 2. I'll be uploading that very soon. Okay, guys, thanks so much for listening. Bye.